represents the fierceness of Northern Ontario, like everyone behind us and every team that we've ever us coming and every team that we've been able to send to national event. I think it represents the teams really well. And I mean, we stand by our moves and it means a lot to us. So.
And, you know, we got these shirts designed a few years back when we were going to the mixed, and they were a lot of fun and just something different that we hadn't seen before. So just love that we can continue wearing them. For me, I just think well, mixed doubles is a totally different game strategy wise in a lot of ways, but like execution still has to be there and shot making. So, you know, the rocks in play, because it's such a fast paced game, it just helps, you know, generate some good offense and makes it a lot more fun. I think that we have the 2 stationary rocks in play. It's great that it's on TVM. It's a lot of fun.
I think it's a great way to attract people to try out curling as well. It looks like it's fun. There's always lots of rocks in play and it makes the game exciting and keeps the fans watching. So, well, it's been an interesting year, that's for sure. We've been pretty quiet in Thunder Bay, locked down and not locked down, but pretty secure in what we were able to do. When we got the call, when Trevor called me saying that Northern Ontario was going to ask us to represent the province again, it was amazing to be part of the bubble this year. And I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, but it's always amazing to be able to represent Northern Ontario. So it's an honor to be here again.
You don't want to pass up a chance to play in a national championship. It took me a long time to get to one. So you never want to turn it down. So it's just great to be here and represent Thunder Bay. It was an incredible honor the first time. Came out of nowhere almost. Like, you know, you don't go into an event, you know, expecting to win like that, but we had a great week back in Yarmouth and that was nice. And coming here, I think we just have the same attitude. You know, one game at a time, enjoy ourselves and see where the chips fall. You know, hopefully we get enough wins in us to get to the playoffs and go from there. Maple Leaf would definitely be a huge thrill.
The first 3 ends, we were really just trying to learn the ice, figure out our rocks, figure out our communication with each other and the speeds. And I thought that our communication was outstanding that game, and being able to learn and share all the information with each other for first game. So I thought that was a really great effort, and the 2 of us made some really great shots in the second half of the game.
You have to treat it as a new sheet of ice, like you've never seen it before, never played on it. The only nice thing is that we know the feel of the surface, just the slide feel under our slider, the feel of the ice. But, you know, the curl and the way it's riding is a little different. You got to look that there's now only really 1 sweeper out there at a time. There's not 2. You're not working in all the paths. The game's played a little bit different. So it's, it's definitely different there this week. It will be. Yeah, that's something that's, you know, you have to watch. We obviously have our rock book from the Scotties and from the Brier. And, you know, rocks usually tend to keep the same tendencies, but it just depends on the ice conditions with how the rocks is going to show up. Also, when you're forced, which understandably, to take 2 rocks out, you know, for example, that game, you know, I would have loved to have keeping the 2 rocks that were out, because those were actually the skip rocks that I threw last week at the Brier, but I couldn't use them this game, and that's just the luck of the draw, and you deal with it. But that's why, you know, a veteran like Lisa and you know, I have some experience myself, so we can manage through that. And I thought we did actually a really good job that game. But that's just from, you know, playing previously together. We made that a goal this week to really, you know, work through the rocks and communicate well.
It's just the rules. I don't know. That's how you play mixed doubles.
It makes it more entertaining. I think it makes it more entertaining, right? Like,
yeah, then there's always rocks in play, and you can't remove anything at all, guards or rocks in the house, for the first 5 rocks at the end. So every end is entertaining. Blanking gives you no advantage. You lose the hammer. So every end, you're going to see lots of rocks in play. It's really fast paced. It's really fun. Lots of freezes and some big hits and angles. And yeah, I really enjoy it. I love playing with John. I learn so much every game playing with him.
Yeah, this is a big moment for doubles. I think this week is massive. I think everybody's watching. You know, everybody's watched a bit in previous times, but not like they're going to this week, and the coverage that TSN is going to give this, and, you know, having all the curlers here and great teams and great players, and the sport's going to keep growing across Canada. We want to see this in curling clubs and leagues being played, and I think this is just a great way to kind of keep it rolling, and you're going to see some great curling this week.
Caitlin and John really put it on the map in 2018 at the Olympics, winning gold for Canada, and it's great that people have more mixed doubles to watch and play, and we're excited to be part of it here this week.
we went out with expectations of doing well and just playing our game. Obviously, it worked out in favor for us, and we played a really good game. And I'm just so glad to be here. I mean, it's been a rough season not having tournaments and going around and traveling, so it's the chance to really show what you're made of. So.
It was good. I think it's quite validating, really, because I knew we didn't really play a 2-6 record, and I knew it curled pretty good. And I knew Mackenzie was going to come and just shoot lights out. She made a pistol double there in 7 to kind of seal the deal. But we get along good. We're two skips sweeping, so it's interesting. But yeah, we just played a good game, and if we keep doing that for the rest of the week, I think the 31 seed is going to be pretty good.
So you're proving that Skips can indeed sweep then.
We're trying.
Trying. My arms are in a lot of pain, but I think I'll manage.
We'll get through it.
We had our rock book from the Briar, and we knew the rocks were the same. So we would go over and practice, and even then we'd discuss what rocks we wanted to throw and you know, for what reason. And the ice is phenomenal. Like it's probably a touch quicker than the Briar. I don't know, or some just that good of a sweeper, but but I think it's a little quicker. It is a phenomenal surface, tons of swing. It's really amazing to play on. So we
the
having the
best ice
rocks.
I've
is
ever
good.
played on.
Yeah,
Best ice.
yeah. We come from 2 great clubs in St. John's with ice, like good, fast, nice curl, and that is quite good.
It's great. I mean, mixed doubles is coming from, I mean, mixed doubles has become a huge part of curling in the last couple of years. And we don't have a whole lot of experience with it, especially with, you know, sweeping and everything. But I mean, we're gonna try to pull through. So
Yeah.
it's the formatting of the
The gameplay kind of.
gameplay.
Yeah.
We kind of take it one rock at a time. We shouldn't have not hit in the last end, but that's it. I mean, you make mistakes and you learn from them. So next game we'll tighten it up a bit. So
Yeah. I won't flash one for you, Mac.
Thanks, guys.